In this exercise, we're going to show you how to create a sanitary network and a sanitary run. Below this video, you're going to find two zip files. One's a utility project template. The other is a storm and sanitary line b.zip, and that is the PDF of the project data that we'll use for this particular example. So what you'll want to do is download both of those. The project template you'll want to store wherever your project templates are located. So if you go to File and New, you'll see a path for your template folder. Go ahead and unzip that utility projects template.vct file in this location. Or you could do like I do, is I have a standards project templates folder where I store my project templates. Once you save and store it in that particular folder, you'll be able to go new and see this. So the first time you go new, you'll just identify where that folder is. And then use your Windows Explorer to copy that VCT file into that standards project templates folder, or wherever you store your project templates. Okay. Then you just go back and you'll have to probably just go, click out of this, go back to File, go New, and you'll be able to pick that project template. You could use your own project template if you've gone through and set up the Material Site Improvement Manager, but this project template will have a Material Site Improvement Manager with a series of site improvements for your storm, sanitary, and water. So you'll have some of the information that I've set up in my particular template. Okay. Next, it's going to be the zip file, and that zip file is going to be the project data. Now, it's a 4-page PDF. So if we take a look at that PDF, you'll see that we have 4 pages. One is going to be, the first page is going to be our storm system. The next page is going to be the sanitary system. And then we've got some details. So if you wanted to use these details to create your site improvements, your parts in your parts library, you could choose to do that. So all we want to do is we're going to start and we're going to do the sanitary. So we're going to bring in this sheet number 2. So I'm just going to move this over to the far right. So store that in a project folder or a folder on your desktop somewhere, that PDF, so that you know where to find it. And you'll start on the utility tab. We'll go to Import. And under utilities, or where you store that, so I've got a folder called Trimble Library Titles, Production, Utilities, and in that Utilities folder is my PDF. So we're just going to bring in page 2. So down here I'm going to select page 2 and I'm going to click on Import. Now this is a vector PDF, so we can use this to import in. Now the first thing that we need to do is scale it accordingly, and we're going to use the grid. So I'm going to say 500, and I'm going to go from 0 station here using this grid to 5 plus zeros and click compute. So when we close this, now we should have, if I measure and I just kind of measure between this point and this point, I should get about 50. So I got 50.5. So again, it's just, you can see I'm off a little bit where I measured, but I know that I'm good. And now I can, still have this image, right click and import vector PDF data. So we'll go ahead and import that in, preserve the PDF layers. And now we've got our vector data. So if we take a look, we can see that this line here, which is our storm, if we look at the properties of it, it's on C storm pipe, so it is storing and saving the PDF layer. We've got our water information and our utilities. All right, now we're going to start with the sanitary. So what we can do here is turn off the PDF, and we're going to use this information down below in the profile along with the information that's up here to lay out this structure. So you can see here at this end we've got manhole B8, and if we look over here we've got manhole B1, and actually over here is manhole line A, so that's on a different sheet. So we'll just call this manhole A, and then we'll do a manhole B1, and we're going to create this line B sanitary run. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to create another plan view, and I'm going to split this into two views. So down here I can look and see what this information is here and not have to pan and zoom too much. Right? So we'll do our plan view up here and our details down here. So the first thing we'll do is to create a utility network. So let's call this sanitary. It's going to be a gravity-based network. And for the layer, let's put it on our utility sanitary sewer manholes. We probably could just have a layer called sanitary sewer, but we'll leave it on the manholes layer. We'll click OK. Now that's going to create the utility network sanitary. Now we need to create our utility run. So I'm going to click create utility run. The network is sanitary, and the run is going to be line B. Default layer, we can put that on sanitary sewer pipe, and assign our native materials if we want to, on-site topsoil, on-site earth. We'll just set that there, and then a starting station will be 0. I believe that is the starting station for our run. If we look down here, yep, so our starting station for that run is 0. We don't have a reference alignment, so we'll just leave that the way it is, and we'll click apply. Now it automatically lets you create as many utility runs as you want, so we're just going to click close to get out of this. We don't want to create any more. We're just going to create line B. In the next video, we'll lay out the utility nodes.